Good morning. Welcome to Morning Brew with it's your girl Germaine, and we are back here today um for coffee and conversations or whatever you might be drinking. Actually, I said I'm gonna detox from coffee for about a week. Yep. All the sugar, the sweetness. 1 week. I could really use one right now. But I said I'm gonna stick to drinking my water, drinking my tea with no sugar. Um, yeah, and see how I feel at the end of the week. I'm missing my coffee. I am missing my coffee. And so we're going to see how long that lasts. But we are here. We are grateful. We woke up this morning. Thank you, Jesus. We woke up this morning in our right mind. And so we are happy to be here. So if you are around and have a few minutes to stop by, please do let me know that you are here. Let me know you're in the comments, give me a shout out. Let me know where you're chiming in from. But I really want to talk about this message today. Mm, I do. I do. So today's brew is faith isn't a feeling, it's a decision. That's what today's topic is going to be about. So I I want to get into this. So hey, let me know that you're chiming in. But let me get into this because I definitely don't want to be on holding you up too long today. I do appreciate you stopping by. It's a beautiful day out today. We've been having a lot of rain lately. Probably could use it, but yeah, today's a beautiful day. But we have more books that's coming to market, so I'm super excited about that. HOV Publishing, yes, HOV Publishing. We have been putting best-selling books out in the marketplace. We have a few campaigns that's going on right now. You know, before I get into the message, I just want to talk a little bit about it. I have a segment called Freshly Brewed. It's not really a segment, it's just like an announcement. Let's see that. Freshly Brewed is where we talk about new book projects coming to market and everything. So, right now we are in the midst of three pre-sale campaigns. Yeah, three pre-sale campaigns that I want to share. I want to keep engaged in what's happening. So, um, let's see what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to share the links in our comments section. These are releases that are coming out. So hold on one second. I'm going to share the links in the comments. So for anyone that wants to support, please make sure you do. Let me do this. Pre-sale campaigns that are going on. These three books are coming out in the beginning of June. Let's say, actually, let me say this. Yes, these books are coming out in the first 2 weeks of June. So we are excited about new authors coming to market, sharing their stories, the power of their stories. And it is in our Freshly Brewed segment. So, yes, I'm going to put these into, let's see if it comes out. All right, I put those three links in the comment section. We'll see what happens. Somehow, some way it's looking a little funny, but yep, it's in there. All right. Um, let me see. I think I might need to repost it. Let me repost it because, all right, guys, I'm just taking a few minutes because, yes, I definitely want people to chime in while I am sharing today's message. Okay, hold on. Let's do it there. And I'm also going to put it over. Hello, Miss Chanel, 1988. Thank you so much for chiming in. I am actually making an announcement for our Freshly Brewed new authors coming to market through HOV Publishing. We are super excited about these stories, and pretty much I put the links in there for you to click the links for. And you know what? Let me go one little step further. Let me um let me just share. I know I haven't gotten into my message just yet, but you know what? I want to celebrate authors. I want to celebrate those that are taking first steps to becoming a new author. It seems like everybody, people are starting to discover the power in their story. And I'm super excited about it because I share as a book publisher for 18 years. I talk about that. I talk about the power of one story and really helping people to see that. And so I am excited that people are taking the first steps to bring in their books and share their stories, bringing them to market, and I'm here to help walk them through the process, whether it's self publishing, whether it's hybrid publishing, whichever route they desire. I'm here to help walk them through the process of having their books become bestsellers in the marketplace. And so this is what I want to do. Oh, I forgot one that I want to add, but let me start out with the ones that are coming out in June. All right, I'm going to share my screen also really quickly, and then I'm going to go into our brew topic today, which is faith isn't a feeling, it's a decision. So, yes, I'm going to get into that in a few moments, but in the meantime, let me do this really quickly. I just really want to share the stories. Okay, we got it. We're going to share this really quickly up on the screen. So this is the first one, Secrets to Looking Your Best at Any Age, Volume 2, Dr. Anaya Stella Yamara. And her book, Beauty, Confidence, Science, Aging with Power. Yes, her book is actually the official release date is June 9th. Her book is coming out June 9th. And so please, the link is in the comments. But yes, please make sure you go, you visit, you find out some information. This is a book you probably want to have, especially getting the science behind, the secrets to looking your best. All right. So let's go into our next book I want to share that is coming out. We have Prayers of Agreement. Prayers of Agreement, Divine Contact for Impact. When two agree, heaven responds. Pre-order Amanda Neighbors' powerful new prayer book, Prayers of Agreement, Divine Contact for Impact, for step into a deeper place of prayer, unity, alignment, and activated faith. Yes, this book is also available. It's in the comments, the link. Just click on the link. It'll take you here so you can scroll through and you can meet Amanda and you can see her book, 92 Prayers. She's giving you 92 prayers. Her book will be out on June 10th. June 10th, yes. And I also want to share with you quickly. I'm telling you, people are writing books. Books are coming into the market. So I know there's someone out there. There's more than one out there that has a story, and you've been trying to figure out who can I work with to help me birth this baby out into the market. This is another book, I Am the Stenographer, a poetic record of life written in real time through deeply personal reflections. R. Morrow captures moments of struggle, clarity, faith, and self discovery, preserved through poetry as they were lived. His book will be out also, so please make sure you stop by, click the link, find out a little bit more information about his story, okay? And his book is available in paperback and hardcover. Now, I do have one I am going to share. This book is coming out in July. Yes, it's coming out in July, but I do want to add the link in here. Her book is available also, Natola D. Hawthorne, Full Count, A Woman's Journey to Changing the Game by Natola D. Hawthorne. And, excuse me, the inspiring story of faith, resilience, visibility, and purpose from the first and only woman of color to umpire Division I baseball. And she has a whole foundation movement behind that. She calls it all. And she pretty much from age 10 up to over 50 plus, she is teaching, training, and really pouring knowledge into the individuals that have a desire to be on the field to work with from young. And when I say her Rolodex, her contacts, her connections is bananas, it's crazy. But the great thing is, if you go through one of her courses, literally you are now in her system that she can match and pair you with different organizations. So definitely check out their books. I'm putting her link also in the comments to pre-order. And so, yes, this is all under our freshly brewed segment. And so, but definitely make sure you stop by, you take a look, you find out more about Natola and her mission, her assignment. She calls it all. All right. All right, guys. So, yes, and that's like I said, that's our freshly brewed. Those are new books coming into the market. So, I know if you have a story and you're just not sure where to go, then look no further. We'll partner with you. Absolutely. You know what? Take a minute and just stop by hovpub.com so you can tell us all about your story and we too can help you become a bestseller. All right. And then you can sit down with me on Authors Brew Friday so we can talk and share your story with the world. But all right, guys, now that you've allowed me to take a few minutes to do that, let's get back into what is happening but before I do that, I want to add hold on, let me add this book for Full Court, which is Natola's story, Natola D. Hawthorne's story. Okay. So her book is available there. All right, guys. So once again, oh, let me do this. Let me put it over also. Let me put it also in my Instagram real quick. And then let's get into this message today. All right, fair enough. Let's get into this message. Faith isn't a feeling, it's a decision. Ooh, what do you think that's all about, huh? I'm going to talk about it. Yep, we're going to get into it right now. So, many people think faith shows up when everything feels peaceful. I want y'all to pay attention. If you struggle with your faith, if you struggle with, you know, your feelings, emotions, and all that, well, we're going to make some clarity. We're going to bring some clarity to this. Faith isn't a feeling, it's a decision. So we're going to talk about it, but let's get into it. All right. So, like I said, many people think faith shows up when everything feels peaceful, when the money comes through, when the report changes, when the prayers get answered, when the relationships improve, when life finally starts making sense. Hmm. But there's a but with that, right, guys? Yeah, there's a but. We're not going to stop there. But real faith is tested when none of those things happen. I got to take a sip on that. I'm going to say that again. Real faith is tested when none of those things is happening. When the money it's not about the money coming through, it's not about the report has changed, prayers get answered, relationships improved, or starts finally making sense. It's not about that. Real faith is tested. Pay attention, close attention to this, right? Because the truth is, some mornings you won't feel strong. Some seasons you won't feel hopeful. Some days you won't feel confident. And some moments you won't feel like believing anything good is ahead. We just talked about that yesterday in Morning Brew, becoming um, while you're going through and it feels like everything is just coming at you, you're in a breaking point, but you're becoming. So, but I want you to pay attention to faith and also where you are with some things. And if faith depended only on feelings, many people would quit in difficult seasons. So if you're in a difficult season, and you're ready to quit, hear what I'm saying. Faith is not about a feeling. I want to just share a few things with you about faith. Faith was never designed to operate from emotions, okay? Faith is choosing, I will trust even when I do not understand. Now, we're talking about faith here, y'all. We're talking about faith, okay? I will keep moving even when I do not see results yet. Faith, the evidence of things not seen. Faith, I'm going to keep pressing forward. I'm going to keep moving, even when you can't trace it, you can't track it, you don't see no resemblance of anything about to happen for you. You know, um, that's letting you know it's not about an emotion, it's not about a feeling. Faith does not operate in feelings and emotions. It doesn't. It operates in, I'm going to trust you. God, I'm going to trust you. Even if I can't trace it, even if I don't see the evidence, even if I got a deadline and it's coming in 24 hours and I still don't know how, all I know is I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you, God. I'm going to believe in you, God. I will believe God even when my emotions are speaking louder than my spirit, right? I'm still going to believe you, God. Yes. Good morning, John. Good morning. So, if you just chimed in, we're talking about faith isn't a feeling, it's a decision. It's a decision. Please don't get caught up in your feelings. Those feelings will get you to abort, they will get you to walk away because you don't want to be uncomfortable. They will get you to just cut things short. And it's like, but right around the corner, if I had just waited a little longer, I just missed out. How many times did that happen? How many times did you cut it short only to cut the blessing? How many times? Listen, I'm guilty. Listen, I'm speaking, and the more I think about past experiences, the more I say, God, I'm right here with you. I'm dealing in a situation right now, and it is about my faith right now, present day. And it's like, God, you know what? I know you got me. I'm not going to stress myself out because I believe in a higher being, you, God. Jesus is right there with me. The Holy Spirit abides on the inside. And you know what? I'm going to hold on to what I know is a sure thing, which is you. And I'm going to walk this thing out in faith because I know when it is that time, you will show up and show out on behalf of your child. So, with that being said, it's not about my emotions. You know, my husband looks at me and he was like, I don't get it. The thing is, I have breath in my body. I have another day, you know, for God to do what God wants to do for his glory. And I'm going to stand in that space. I'm going to stand in that space and trust God. Even when I don't see, I'm going to trust. So, but listen, guys, let's do this because I want to pour a little more into purpose. Today, we are talking about faith isn't a feeling, it is a decision. It's not a feeling, it's not an emotion. Faith is not an emotion, it is not a feeling. Okay. Whew. All right, guys. So let's pour a little bit into purpose. Okay. All right. So feelings change, truth does not. Let's start there. Feelings change, but truth does not. Emotions rise and fall. We know, up and down, like a yo yo, up and down, up and down. Circumstances may shift. Difficult moments can cloud perspective. What you feel today does not always define what is true. Be mindful of those emotions, guys. Be mindful of those emotions because they will get you all jacked up, right? So, faith often shows up before evidence. Let me say that again. This is faith, things unseen, right? The evidence of things unseen. Faith often shows up before evidence. Faith moves before proof appears. Pay close attention. Let's see before we continue. Miss Miss Chanel, 1988. Yes, ma'am. I have learned that I can't pray and ask for things and still worry about it because I went to God for it and I have to trust and believe that He will send whatever it is on time. Amen. Thank you over on Instagram, Miss Chanel, 1988. Listen, that is faith. Once you give it to him, once you ask, once you put your request, once you trust and believe, you just have to know that God is so in control. He's so in control. And you know what? I also think it may not come the way we think it will come. You know, some people may say, I need X amount of dollars. I got to make sure this is taken care of. But what if God shows favor in that situation and you didn't get the dollars that you needed or you wanted him to make a way? But what if he showed favor that gave you the results or the timing that you need? I'm telling you, God has a way. He has a way and he knows what's best for his children. He knows. He knows. So we just got to trust and believe and know that he can. Yes, he can. Teach amazing knowledge. Thanks, John. And so let's get back into this. Let's find out a little more. Amen. It's harder but fair. Faith. Yes, faith. Yes. I'm telling you, when we, you know what, listen, we're emotional creatures. We are. We like to be in control, but what are we really in control of, right? And so faith will really stretch you. It will really cause you to break any parts of control in you. It will, because you are solely relying on your father to provide for you. And you have to trust that. And because you can't see him, he's there. You can't see him, then you really have to put yourself in a place that it's not about a feeling. No, it's not about that emotion I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling anxiety. I'm stressed out because I know the pressure of this. Nope, it's not about that. God, I'm going to walk as if everything was already taken care of. And I'm going to keep stepping forward and I'm going to keep moving forward and I'm going to keep doing what's required. And you know what? You're going to look up and it's like God done took care of your situation, your problem, whatever it was you were asking for. Yeah. Trust, believe, and know he can. All right. So let's pour a little more into. Oh, well, let me finish. Let me finish this section. Faith often shows up before evidence. So, once again, faith moves before proof appears. Faith plants before harvest comes. We know this, right? Faith keeps walking before doors open. That's what I'm talking about. Keep walking, keep moving forward. Don't stress, don't doubt. Just know. Just know without a doubt. God, I know you got your child. You got me. I've made my requests known to you. You know the hearts of your, you know the hearts, the desires, you know the need. You know, God, I'm not gonna worry about it because I didn't give it to my father, and my father's gonna see about his child, right? So I'm gonna go on in my day and I'm gonna complete and do what I need to do. So sometimes you have to trust God while the page still looks blank. Yeah, it is empty right now. I don't see anything, but I know it won't be like this for long, right? We're talking about faith. We're talking about faith. Yes. And so Okay. All right. And so let's continue to pour into purpose. All right. Choosing faith is choosing not to quit. Don't quit, guys. Not yet. You're too close. Don't quit. Listen, it teaches you patience. I'm telling you, faith will teach you how to be patient and learn how to wait. So don't quit. Choosing faith is choosing not to quit. Faith says, I may be tired, but I'm still here. Yeah. I may be tired, but I'm still here. Um, and so faith also may say, I may be uncertain, but I will keep moving. Mhm. Faith says, God is still working even when I cannot see it. Just know He's still working it out on your behalf, right? Faith is not pretending life is easy. No, it's not. It's not pretending that life is easy. Life is not easy. It's not, right? It's believing God is present in the middle of it. Guys, listen, He wants us. He wants us to come to Him. He wants us to, allow Him to work it out on His behalf, on our behalf. So once again, let me say this in Hebrews 11 and 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Faith. That's the King James Version, Hebrews 11 and 1. Now faith. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Now faith. So if anybody right now is in a position or you are believing God to do, He is requiring you to have faith. Now faith. Right now faith. Right now faith. Faith. The evidence of things hoped for. I'm sorry, the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Right now, faith, okay? Don't worry, guys. He got you. He got you. But this is definitely going to be a test of your look. This will be a test to know, do I trust and believe and know He has me, even though the time is just dwindling away? Trust and believe and know He has you. He has shown up for me too many times to not trust and believe He has me every single day, you know, too many times. Why would I doubt Him? Why would I doubt Him? There's too much of a record. Right? There's too much of a record in knowing how God is about His child, His children, His child. I'm speaking specifically to myself. You guys gonna have to speak specifically for you, but too much. He has shown me too much. So, well, right now, guys, this is the part we all can take in, right? This is our reflection questions. Our reflection questions right now. We all can take part in this. So I'm gonna give you two questions that I really want you to think, and don't be so quick to answer. Let it kind of steep a little, let it brew a little, and I really want you to think about this. One, am I waiting to feel ready before I move? Did you hear the word feel in there? Am I waiting to feel ready before I move? Number two, what decision do you need to make today that requires faith? What decision do you need to make today that requires faith? Yeah, this is about faith isn't a feeling, it's a decision. Faith is not a feeling, it's a decision. So, listen, I appreciate you all so much. We're going to bring this to a final sip. Listen, this is right now, if you need to go back and play this, it's going to be, you can go right over into our YouTube vault, Morning Brew with Germaine. If you have not subscribed yet, if you have not liked, if you have not clicked that notification bell to know when we're coming, please make sure you do that. But you can always go back and you can check out in the vault over at YouTube, and you can replay this. You can share this information. But guys, please know, and I'm going to say this again, faith isn't a feeling, it's a decision. So as we bring this to a close, I appreciate you so much. We'll be back again tomorrow for Morning Brew Mix Blend Wednesdays. But I want to say this, faith is not about every answer. It's not about having every answer. Mm-mm. Faith is not about having every answer. It is deciding, I trust God enough to keep walking. You might need to say that to yourself if you're struggling, because remember, we like to control. We want to control the outcome of a thing. We want to know exactly how it's going down, right? But in some cases, you're not really showcasing faith in Him. Mm-mm. I trust God enough to keep walking, even if I don't have any evidence of knowing the outcome. I trust Him enough. So, guys, you know how we do. We sip slow, trust beyond your feelings, exercise that. If you're someone that operates in your feelings to get your response or to make things happen, well, faith is definitely not going to fit into that equation. So you're going to need to exercise a different way. Faith, Hebrews 11 and 1, King James Version. King James Version. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Okay. So, on that note, we sip slow, trust beyond your feelings, and keep choosing faith. Fair enough? Okay, guys. Thank you so much for chiming in today. Listen, I needed that message. I needed this message. I needed this message for me. I do, because I'm walking in faith right now. I try to walk in faith all the time because my father always shows up for his child. He does, he does, he does. And so right now, I'm going to keep holding on to that. Yep. I'm going to keep holding on to my faith. I'm going to allow it to strengthen and get stronger every day. All right. But guys, I hope something resonated with you today in today's morning brew message. Faith isn't a feeling, it's a decision. So, with that being said, have a great day. Have a great day. And remember, if nothing else, it's deciding I trust God enough to keep walking, right? Yes. Please be safe, whatever you decide to do. We'll be back again tomorrow, Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Share the information, okay? And if it's led on your heart and you want to support Morning Brew, please, it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You can also do that as well. We appreciate it just to keep this going, right? And there's so much that we want to bring to you. So thank you all for chiming in. We will talk soon. Hopefully, you'll be back tomorrow for coffee and conversation. Have a great one. Bye bye.